Do you want to see what I got for Christmas? We're gonna do an unboxing of a Christmas gift that I got. So let's open it up and see what there is. It's a robot vacuum. We have dishwashers to do our dishes for us. We have washer and dryers to wash our clothes. And now the next logical thing, the next chore to do is to clean the floors. So let's see how good this works. Hey guys, it's Doug YYZ, and if you've recently subscribed, thank you. We hit our milestone. We're now over 300 subscribers, which is great, and the video views keep coming in. So if you're not subscribed, consider it. I've had this Eufy 15c robot vacuum now for a month, so I've got to try it out, and now I can give you an honest review. Is it worth it? Does it pick up pet hair? So some of the pros about the vacuum. I am surprised at how useful it is. I thought before getting it that it would just be a gimmick, some gadget, and it doesn't really pick everything up. It misses spots, but it doesn't. It gets the whole floor. It doesn't miss any spots. And this base model, 15C Max, it doesn't have the floor mapping. So it's bouncing around randomly, trying to figure out where it needs to go and where it needs to clean. I have a dog with short hair. It's little wiry fur that gets stuck in all clothing, in the rug, everything. So this does a great job of picking it all up. Let's look in the container that holds the dust and dirt. You can see there's like a filter in there. With this particular robot vacuum, I was surprised at how quiet the sound is. We can let this go around the house while we're still working from home, and it doesn't really interrupt. Even if you're on a call, it's not that loud. My parents got the Roomba 645 for Christmas. They're a little different, but they're kind of in the same price range. So one of the differences is actually that noise that I was talking about. The Roomba, the suction noise is a lot louder. Another thing that the Roomba does, it crashes into all of your furniture. And it makes a loud boom when it does. I mean, it's repetitive. The Eufy, on the other hand, it kind of can sense when it's about to hit an object, and sometimes it'll turn, sometimes it hits the object. It's not all the time, but you know, it's little things like that. Another thing that I noticed, and I can't be quite sure if this is based on the size of the floor or the floor plan, but my parents' Roomba couldn't find its way back to its home base. We've never had a problem with the Eufy finding its way back. One of the cons with the robot vacuum though is that area around the home base, we got dust and dog hair all around there. That's because the vacuum avoids that area and it only goes to it when it's time to go home. So you'll have to sweep that area or use your regular old vacuum. That's one of the things that I'm really liking. We don't have to get that big old vacuum out as much anymore. You can let this go, pick up all the dust, and then mop the floor quickly. And believe me, with a dog in the winter here in Canada, of course, the floor is going to be messy. Some of the cons that I'm going to talk about are just features I wish it had, because higher up models, like I said, this is a base model, so I think it was around $300, and you can pay over $1,000 for the supreme options, and some of those options are floor mapping, which is great. It kind of uses its own little GPS or whatever to map the floor, find out where the objects are, find out where the stairs are. You can section off part of your house and say don't go here, and it knows not to go there. So this one doesn't have floor mapping. Do I notice it? Not really. Some now have a garbage receptacle at the home base, so you don't have to empty it out as often. So what it'll do when it gets to the home base, that base will suck out all of the dust that it just picked up, all the dust and dog hair. As a pet owner, the fur is really annoying. I have some allergies. I noticed that I've not been taking the Reactin allergy pill every day anymore because a lot of the dust and the fur that used to make me sneeze is out of the way. Another little thing on the negative side is my dog doesn't like it. My dog was okay. She was okay with the regular vacuum, but this random thing bumping into her without any warning. I mean, when we're vacuuming, we avoid her. We go around. We ask her to move. The robot vacuum just bumps into her, and I don't know what she's thinking. Is this another pet that you're trying to replace me with? She's got anxiety when she hears the beep go on that the robot vacuum is going to get out there. Now, this is a small difference, but another one between the Roomba 645 and this Eufy is these spinners, these spinny spinners. There's two of them on this vacuum, and on the Roomba, there's only one. These kind of just push the dirt toward the suction bar. That's what I'm gonna call that. The wheels move in and out depending on the surface that it's on, and You'll notice on the front of this, it says Boost IQ Technology. All that means is it's power saving. So when it goes on carpet, it's going to use more power to do stronger suction, because that's needed on rugs. But then when it goes on hard floor, it's going to reduce the suction because it's not needed. Does it get stuck? Sometimes it gets stuck. You gotta pick up your house a little bit, keep it in a tidy, orderly manner. So don't leave your cables for your phone charger and whatever hanging out on the ground, because it'll get stuck in there. It's not a huge issue. You're gonna hear it. It'll probably stop after a while too. Another thing that it gets stuck on is rugs. So we have a runner by the door. It'll suck up the corner of the runner, and yeah, so you gotta help it out when that happens. That could easily be solved, and I should probably do this. Just buy two-sided tape and tape your rug down to the floor so it can't pull it up. Sometimes if you have a long-haired dog or a long-haired human, the hair is gonna get wrapped around this and it's going to kind of clog up the brush, and it'll be less efficient when it goes around. Eufy thought of that, and they give you this little tool that has a blade on it and a brush for you to clean this out. You take the blade and you go through and cut the hair out and brush it out, and then you're back to having an efficient vacuum. Done. Charging cable, an additional filter, air filter, batteries, and the remote control. But it does have an app that you can use to control it and schedule things too, but if not, you can also use this. So this is what the app looks like. It'll show you your device, and it's connected to Wi-Fi, so you can turn it on and actually change the direction. You can schedule it like to go while you're at work, and it's got these spot clean and quick clean options. It also works with Alexa and Google Assistant. Okay, this is a difference that I read online, but I haven't experienced it myself. The container that collects all the dirt and dust is a little bit bigger on the Eufy than it is on the Roomba. The frequency that we empty it is probably every 2 times. You're gonna probably pick up more dirt if you empty it every time. Once that receptacle is full, it has nowhere to put it, so it's not really doing anything. It's just taking a trip across the floor. For the price, I think that this is worth it. I used to think, like I said, that this is a gimmick, this is a gadget, this is silly, but you know, Christmas comes around, I feel lucky that I have everything. I can't think of things that I need. This was a good thing to get, and it was a Boxing Day special, so we got it for like $60 or $100 cheaper than it actually is. This and the Roomba 645, if I were to choose a robot vacuum, I would go with this brand. And that's surprising because you think Roomba is the #1, it's the most known robot vacuum. And Eufy, I never heard of it before I started looking up robot vacuums on Amazon. And I expected that I would get a Roomba, but I'm glad I went with this one. Eufy is owned by Anker, and if you have any phone chargers that are like aftermarket, you might have an Anker product. And I've had good experiences with all of them. Seems like good quality. And I think this one will last around for a while. I read online that these robot vacuums can usually last between 5 and 8 years. I have a 1-bedroom plus den apartment, just under 700 square feet, and it does the job. It can navigate, it finds its way around, and the floors are cleaner, so that's all you can ask for. Thanks guys for continuing to watch, like, subscribe. I'm really happy with what's been going on lately, and let me know in the comments what you want me to review or look at or talk about in the next video, and I'll see you then.